So if you have never solved a Rubik's Cube, it might seem impossibly difficult to solve one, but actually it's not. And in this tutorial, I'll teach you how to do that. Let's get started. So before I teach you how to solve the Rubik's Cube, you need to know something really important about the Rubik's Cube. So there are three types of pieces in the Rubik's Cube, okay? So the corner pieces, the edge pieces and the center pieces. So the corner pieces obviously are in the corners, these four pieces. They have three colors, as you can see, orange, blue, white. This is a corner piece, it's in the corner, as is this and this and this. And then we have the edge pieces, which are these four pieces. So these pieces have only two colors, as you can see here, only two colors. And then the center pieces, which have one color, obviously it's in the center. The edge piece is between two corners. So the important thing about the center pieces is that whatever move you do, it doesn't change its position. As you can see, I move the top layer, I move the bottom layer, the middle layer, this layer, that layer, it stays in the same position. But you might have a question, what if I do this? It moves its position, right? But relative to all the other center pieces, it does not. Let me tell you what that means. Here we have green, on this side we have yellow, this side we have red and orange here, okay? Now I move this up. Now if I have this on the top, yellow here, red here, orange here, the same pattern as before. So relative to all of the other three centerpieces, this centerpiece doesn't change its position. So that's what I mean by saying that the centerpieces never change that position. So now let's go on with solving the Rubik's Cube. So the first step in solving the Rubik's Cube is to solve the cross. So it can be done in any color, but I prefer to do it in white. So in this tutorial I will do the cross in white. So the cross is basically a cross. Okay, in fact, you know how to emphasize it. Okay, now this is how the cross looks. It's a cross like that. Now as you can see, we have four edge pieces here, all of them facing white here. But the interesting fact is that the white and the green edge piece, this green is matched with the center piece here, as is in the same all the other sides. So this is the pattern, okay? A straight line like this on this side as well, a straight line. So now I'm going to teach you how to do this step of solving the Rubik's Cube. So the first step that you have to do in solving the cross is to find an edge piece in the bottom layer that contains white. By that I mean an edge piece like this, okay? So this is an edge piece which is in the bottom layer, it has white in it. So if you find an edge piece like that, then you have to match it up with the corresponding centerpiece like this. As you can see, this is a white and an orange edge piece. So this orange should be matched with the centerpiece orange here. So now to bring it to the top layer, it's extremely simple. Do these two moves to bring it to the top layer, and that solves the first pair over here for you, okay? So now let me go through the second case that you will face. So this is the second case that you will face, and in this case we have an edge piece that contains white in the bottom layer, but it's flipped, it's the reverse of the other case. As you can see, instead of the red being here, it's here. So what do? We just match it with the center piece and I bring it up, but then as you can see, since it's flipped, it's not in its right position. So what do? Well, I move it to either side and then I bring this down to this layer, and since I don't want to disturb this piece that I've created, I move it away and pull this back down. Now I have this first case back again, where the white is facing the bottom, the edge piece and the white is facing the bottom. So I just match it up with the red color and do these two moves to bring it to the top layer like this, okay? Now let me go through the third case. The third case is extremely simple. The edge piece is in the middle layer in this case, the top, the middle and the bottom layer. So the edge piece is in the middle layer. So if this is the case, then you know that the edge piece has to go here, right? So what can you do? Well, I can do this, and if I put it here, it solves the piece, but it disturbed the other pieces. So what do? Well, if this is where it's supposed to go, I put this slot here and I insert it here and I move it away, and that inserts this piece into its corner. And the same thing applies for the left side as well. As you can see here, we have it on this side. So what do? Well, it's supposed to go in this slot like this, but since it's flipped, I can move it away so that it goes here, and then I can put this piece instead of this piece in the slot, move it aside, and now I have solved this. Let me go to the fourth and the last case that you will encounter while solving the cross. when the edge piece is in the top layer, but it's flipped instead of it being the other way around. So this is extremely simple. Well, in third case, you can make it into the third case. I do that, it's in the middle layer, so it's supposed to go here. So I move this here and then I replace this piece with this piece, move it aside, and that solves the cross. So guys, successfully we have solved the cross right now, and now I'm going to teach you how to solve the white layer completely. So at the end of the second step of solving the Rubik's Cube, your cube will look somewhat like this. It's like a T over here on all the other sides, and the white layer will be completely solved. So let's get with solving this layer. So the next thing that you have to do after solving the cross is to solve the top layer completely along with the white face. So how do you do that? Well, it's extremely simple. You just need to find an corner piece that contains white, which is located in the bottom layer, same as the cross. Okay, so I found one here, as you can see. Now I have to place it under the slot that it's supposed to go. This is a white, green, orange corner piece, so I have to place it under the white, orange, green centers, that is here. Now I just do these 4 sets of moves: this, 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 this. So I have to keep repeating the moves till this corner gets into its slot. Like this, move it here, move it up, move this back. You pull this down and you put it here, and then you pull this back up, and since you moved it this way, you move it back up. You pull this down, you put this here. Since you pulled it down, you pull it back up, and then you move it here. As you can see, I have solved this piece here. So you have to do the same thing to all the other corners. But you might ask one thing: what will happen if, let me show you that thing. For example, what if it's in the slot already, but it's not in the correct position? Like it should be like this, but it's actually like this. So what do I do right now? Well, it's simple. You just bring it to the bottom layer. How do I do that? Well, I pull this down. Now it's in the bottom layer, but I want to preserve this, so I move it away and pull this back up. So now it's under the slot it's supposed to go, and I do the 4 sets of moves again. Pull this down, move this here. Since I pull this down, I have to pull it up, and then since I pull this side, I have to pull it here, and now it's solved. It might not get done in one set of these 4 moves. You have to do it repeatedly till it gets solved. Let me do this as well. It's here, it's not in its slot, but it's on the top layer, so I have to bring it in the bottom layer. I pull this down. Since I don't want to mess this up, I move it away, pull this back up, place it under its slot. It doesn't matter if it's like this or like this or like this. Just keep it under its slot and do the 4 moves. I pull this down, move it here. Since I pulled it up, I pulled it back up. Since I move this like this, I have to move it like this. Pull it down, move it here, pull it up, pull this here, pull it down, pull it here, pull it up, do this. So now I have solved this piece as well. It's the last piece. It's already under the slot it's supposed to go. I do these moves. I'm going to do it a little fast right now. You can go back to see how it's done. So now, as you can see, at the end of this step, I have solved the white layer along with the whole first layer over here. Now I'm going to teach you how to solve the middle layer of the cube. So after you have finished solving the white face and the top layer, you have to solve the middle layer. Well, solving the middle layer is extremely easy. All you have to do is find an edge piece in the bottom layer which does not contain yellow. Like this edge piece, it does not contain yellow, whereas this edge piece does. So we don't want this piece, we want this piece. So all you have to do is line it up with the centerpiece. It's red here, so I line it up with the red centerpiece over here. Okay, this is supposed to go here, right? Like it should be like this. Okay, so you have to move it to the left side. Okay, since it's on the left. So what do you do? Well, you have to move it to the right side, then the opposite side. Okay, it's easy to remember. Pull this side down and pull this back where it was, and since you pull this down, you have to pull it back up. Next, you are going to insert this back here, but in a different way. Well, it's easy, not the 4 move insert, okay, that I taught you in solving the white face and the top layer. Well, since it's like this and the red is matching, and this thing is supposed to go here, you have to move it to that side. Okay, then pull this side down and do this and insert it in the top. That's all you need to do to insert it. So let me show you an example of another. We have this here. since it's supposed to go here in this part, what you do is move it away from that side, okay, pull this slide down, okay, and you have to pull this back up and pull this up to the top. Next you have to insert it in the different way. Since it's supposed to go to the left side, you move this to the left side, hold the cube like this, then pull this down, pull this back up like this and insert it, and that's what you do. Okay, so that's how you solve the middle layer of the Rubik's Cube. You have to do this to all the other edge pieces till there are no edge pieces left. Like for example, I have just one to solve. Let me solve that as well. I have to move it to the other side. It's supposed to go here, so I move to the other side, pull this side down, move this side here and pull it back up. So to insert this, since it's supposed to go to the left, I move the bottom layer to the left, pull this down, do this and insert it. Now I've solved the middle layer completely and I have only the bottom layer to complete. While solving the middle layer, you might have a case like this where the edge piece is in its slot but it's flipped. So what do? Well, in order to take this out to the bottom layer, we have to replace it with another piece, okay? So if I put this here, this comes here, okay? So how do I insert it there? Well, it's simple. Think of this as this piece, okay? So I have matched it with the blue. Since it's supposed to go there, I move it away, pull this side down, I bring it back up and do this. Since it's with the blue, think that this is the blue and the red edge piece. It's in the blue, so it's supposed to go here, so I move it away, pull the side down, pull it here and do that. Actually, I've replaced that piece with this piece. So this piece is free right now. So now I can just insert it. Since it's matching, I move it away from the side it's supposed to go, which is this side. Pull this down, bring it back here and pull this up. Next, since it's supposed to go to the left side, I move the bottom layer to the left side. Hold the cube like this, pull this down, do this and do that. And that solves the middle layer. So the last step is to solve the bottom layer. So in all of these cases where we solve the bottom layer, we hold the white face in the bottom, so this becomes the top layer anyways. So just like you solved the cross on the white side, we have to solve the cross on the yellow side as well. There are 3 cases that you will encounter while solving the cross on the yellow side, and I'm going to go through all the 3 of them one by one. This is the first case that you will encounter while solving the cross on the yellow side. This is the case where you have a line like this, okay? So if you have a line like this, you have to hold it in such a way that it's parallel to you. You should not hold it like this, okay? You have to hold it like this so that it's horizontal. And you have to do these set of moves. Actually, it's an algorithm, but you don't have to memorize it at all, okay? Focus on this pair of pieces over here, okay? I move this here, okay? And I bring it here. I move this side up and move this pair all the way back up there. Now I bring it down, pull this here, bring this back up and do that. This is the first case that you'll encounter while solving the cross on the yellow side. There are 3 such cases, okay? So in the first case, you have a line like this. So if you have a line like this, you have to hold it parallel to you, not like this, horizontally, and do these set of moves. Actually, it's an algorithm, but you don't have to memorize it, okay? Focus on this pair of pieces here, okay? Now I move the front layer up so that I bring it up here. I move this side and I bring this piece all the way back there. Pull this side down, move this here and do that. And that solves the cross on the yellow side. This is the second case that you will encounter where you have a gun-shaped thing or an inverted L. So if you have this case, you are going to hold the cube in such a way that one end of the gun faces the right and the other end faces you, okay? And then you're going to do the same set of moves, okay? Again, focus on this pair of pieces here. I move the front layer and bring it to the top, move this up and move this all the way back there. I move this down, move it here and move the front layer the other way around. And that brings us to the first case, okay? So I hold it horizontally like this, do the same set of moves. And that solves the cross. This is the third case that you will encounter where you have only the centerpiece and no edges solved, okay? So what do? You do the same algorithm. Move it all the way back there. Do this, and that brings us to our second case where we have a gun. It's already in the right position with one at the right and one facing you. Do the same algorithm. Okay, which brings us to our first case where we have to hold it horizontally. and do the same algorithm to solve the cross. Now we have to move on with solving the edge pieces. So once you have solved the cross, you have to align as many edge pieces as you can, okay? So right now I've aligned one. Let me see if I can align any more, okay? No, this way. No, and yeah, now as you can see I've aligned two pieces, okay? So when you're aligning all these edges, you can have two cases where two edge pieces are solved or all the edge pieces are solved. If all the edge pieces are solved, then you don't need to worry about this step, or else you have to continue, okay? If two are adjacent, then you have to hold it in such a way that one is at the back and one is on the right. If the two are apart like this, then you can hold it in any way you want. You have to do this simple algorithm. Focus on this pair over here, okay? I bring it up, move it away, pull this down, okay? I move it all the way back up, then I move this up and do this two moves and insert it like that. And that should align all the edge pieces properly, okay, as you can see here. Now we have to move on with aligning all the corners. After solving the edges, the next step that you have to do is solve the corners, okay? So before solving the corners, we have to align them, right? So what do I mean by aligning corners? Well, as you can see here, it's the yellow, blue and the red. So the corner piece that should be there is the yellow, blue and the red, which should be this, okay? But the edges should always be aligned, okay? So this corner piece is not in its right position. That's what I mean by aligning the corners. I have to make sure that I get this piece here as well as this edge piece here, okay? So you can have three cases here where all of the corners are aligned, or when one of them is aligned, or when none of them is aligned. If all of them are aligned, then you can skip this step, okay? Or else you need to continue. Now I'm going to show you the case where none of the corners are aligned, okay? So what do? Well, you hold the cube any way you want, okay? And do this algorithm, which is extremely simple. Move the top layer once like this and move this layer up. Move the top layer the other way and move this up. Move the top layer once and instead of up, pull this down. Move the top layer the other way and pull it down, okay? Now that should align at least one of the corners, okay? Let me see what corner that is. This is the corner, okay? So when you have none of the corners aligned and you do the algorithm, one corner will get aligned, okay? If one corner is already aligned in the first place, then this is what you do, okay? Do the same algorithm, but the solved corner should be on the right corner like this. Move this up, move the top layer the other way, move this up, move the top layer, pull this down, move the top layer the other way, pull this down, okay? And that should align all of the corners. If they are not aligned, then you have to repeat the same algorithm again and again. Now our next step is to solve the corners. So after aligning the edges, we have to solve them, okay? So you will get three cases here where all of the edges are solved. In that case, then you know you have solved the cube. The next case is when one of the edges is solved, or two of them are solved, or actually there are four cases. And the last one is this case where you have none of the corners which are solved. So after aligning the corners, we are going to solve them. And we can get four cases here where the corners are already solved. In that case, you have solved the cube. Great. The next case is when two of the corners are solved. And the third case is when one corner is solved. And the last case is when none of the corners are solved, like this. And I'm going to show you that case. So you are going to hold the cube in any way you want, okay? And you're going to do the algorithm that you used for solving the corners on the white side, okay? This algorithm. Pull this down, move this like this, pull this back up, move it away. You're going to do this algorithm till the corner gets solved, okay? Like this. Then I bring the next corner, do the same algorithm till it gets solved. I bring the next one. I bring the last corner. And that solves the cube. Now I'm going to show you the other cases. The case where you have two corners solved and two are unsolved. In such a case, you are going to keep these two corners facing you like this, okay? Then you're going to do the same thing. That got solved. Bringing the next corner in, and you solved the cube. This is the case where only one corner is solved, okay, and the others are not solved. In such a case, you're going to hold it in such a way that the solved corner is on the back right, and you're going to do the same thing, okay. I move the next corner in. Bring the next corner in. And you have solved the cube. So thank you guys for watching this video. Those are all the lists of cases that you will get for solving this layer. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel, and this video took a lot of effort to make, so if you subscribe it would be really nice.